everybody, Joyce here with the Traveling Gamblers, and I am here with Jon. Hello, Jon.
Hello, Joyce.
And Jon and I are on the Celebrity Apex. We are here on December 30th. We're here for the New Year's cruise. It's an 8-night Caribbean cruise, and then we are actually doing a back-to-back, so we are on the Apex for 15 nights. And we are staying in a AQUA class cabin, and we would like to do a full tour and take you along. Here we go. And we are in cabin 9250, which is on deck 9. And when you first get on the ship and you arrive to your room, there'll be an envelope like that, and that has your SeaPass cards in them. And there you go. That's my SeaPass card. And the lock on these doors is just a tap and it unlocks. And when we first go into the cabin, right to the immediate right is the bathroom door. There's a little sign that lets you know that there's a step up. And for a cruise ship, the bathroom is very nice. Of course, it's a new ship, so it's beautiful. But it's a nice size. There's an image of the floor to give you an idea of how big it is. And when you first come in, to the left is a nice size sink with a full mirror. And the mirror in the AQUA cabins are heated. So when you take a shower, they don't fog up and they keep the bathroom a little toasty. On the left of the sink, you will find a mat with your washcloths and a box of tissues. And there are 3 shelves for your belongings. There are always 2 lip balms and a shower cap. And the same 3 shelves on the other side. There's 2 drinking glasses. And if you notice, the shelf has a little lip on it to prevent your items from rolling off. And there is your soap dish. The products that they use on the ship in the AQUA cabin is Company Bigelow Apothecaries, and that is a full-size body lotion for you to use. And there is the soap. And underneath, there's 2 shelves. That's your trash can. There's a full-length shelf. And there are your bath towels. And there's another shelf above that. And there's an outlet for the bathroom. And that's an on-off switch for the outlet. And under the sink is a nice big drawer with 2 compartments. There's your blow dryer and some additional tissue items. And of course, there's your commode and your hand towels. And finally, last but not least, the shower. Shower door opens out. It's a nice big half-dome shower. They use the Bigelow products in here as well, shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. And your stateroom attendant will refill those as needed. There's a bar for you to hold on to if need be, if the seas should get a little rough while you're in the shower. And there is a footrest for your shaving needs. And the shower. The shower in AQUA is very unique. First, let me point out, there are 2 hooks on the wall for you to hang anything that you would like to dry. Wet bathing suit, something along those lines. And the shower. The shower actually has 3 different functions. And I'm going to walk you through how the shower works. There's a little stem on the bottom of the bottom handle, and that is what turns the shower on and off. You push it to the right and it turns it on. This front knob just above it controls your temperature, and the knob above that controls the function. I'm going to turn it on lightly, and that function is the rain. You know what? I was actually incorrect. There are 4 functions. So there's one that is a waterfall. The next is rain. The next is the body. And last but not least is the wand. So you just keep turning that top knob, and that will give you the different functions. There's also a spot for you to put the hand wand below as well. And that's your on off. Oh, I'm proud of myself. I did that without getting soaking wet. I guess I've done it enough times now. And that is the bathroom on the Apex in Aqua. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets us know what you like, and it really helps out the channel quite a bit. So if you are enjoying it, please hit that thumbs up. We appreciate it. The light switch for the bathroom is just outside the bathroom door. The one closest to the bathroom door controls the bathroom, and the one right next to it controls all of the overhead lighting in the cabin. So not the lamps, just the overhead lighting. And just above that is your control panel for the room. It controls your temperature, your lights, your balcony window, and your balcony shade. Up here in the corner, there's a little wheel. If you tap it, it will bring you to the languages and the temperature settings. So you can change it from Fahrenheit to Celsius. You can also change the language, or you could choose to go green, or you can lock the window. And if you hit the arrow to go back, the down arrow will lower the temperature. We are just about to leave, so the temperature is a little bit higher because the air conditioning isn't on fully yet. Then there are 3 light settings. All lights off, half lights on and off, and all lights on. There are 4 different modes. Morning and sleep will control the lights and the shade. Movie and evening only control the lights for 4 different lighting settings. And then if you touch the close blind, it closes the blinds. And we will get to that when we get over there. And moving on to storage in the cabin, immediately past the bathroom and the control panel. It doesn't look like it, but it opens. This part opens. This part opens. And this part opens. Lots and lots of shelving. Lots of space here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shelves. It's a great spot for shoes or folded items. There's also a full closet and a dresser. There's lots of space. They absolutely designed these cabins much smarter, in my opinion, compared to the Millennium class and the Solstice class. Next to that, around the curve, is your closet, and it is a full-size closet. You have 2 plush robes to use, 2 pair of slippers. The slippers are the disposable kind, so they're yours to keep. And there are 2 yoga mats, and we only have 1, so we'll talk to our stateroom attendant about that. And those are for you to use during the length of your cruise. They have yoga classes. They also have yoga instruction on your TV when you're in AQUA, so you can do yoga right in your cabin from your TV. Next to that is a set of drawers with a shelf on top. That's where your safe is. The safe is not very large, but big enough for things like your wallet, stuff like that. It could hold a small tablet. And then you have 3 drawers below. They're all the same size. They are about 5 inches deep. And all the drawers have the nice soft close touch. There's an extra half bar for hanging. So if you notice on top, there's one that's a little lower and one that's a little taller that's over the top of the shelf. There's plenty of space, and if you need extra hangers, just ask your cabin attendant. And inside the door, there's a full-length mirror. And just across from the closet is the dresser. The tan part is the dresser, the white part is the refrigerator. On top of the dresser, there is a lamp, which is controlled by that switch, but it can also be controlled by the panel in turning all the lights on or all the lights off. For the dresser, there are 3 drawers. The top one is a little bit more shallow. It's about 3 inches deep with a divider in the center. And then there are 2 below it that are about 8 inches deep. And again, the nice soft close. Here you go. And the bottom one is the same. Next to that is the refrigerator. And it's your standard refrigerator. Everything in the refrigerator comes at a cost. If you choose to drink anything, you will have to pay for it. None of the items in the refrigerator are included in any drink package. When you're in AQUA, you will receive 2 cans of water delivered to your stateroom every day when your stateroom attendant makes up your room for the day. So there are 2 upon arriving, and then there will be 2 every morning when your room is made up. The Evian and the snacks come at a charge. So if you eat those, you know that you will be charged for them. The Evian is $5.50 plus 20%. So that gives you an idea of how much things cost. There's plenty of free food on the ship. I would stay away from those if I were you. Next to that, there's a white box, and that is your charging station. There are 2 USB ports. There are 2 110 volt plugs and 1 220. The slots in the front are for your wires. And when you plug everything in, you can just have the wires out and your device is out here charging. On the side of the box is a black button, and that's what controls the light for the full-length mirror over the desk/vanity. There's a very nice chair with a back on it, which is awesome if you have any work to do in the room. It's nice to have a back on a chair. Makes it way more comfortable. If you haven't done so already, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. You just hit subscribe below this video and turn on the notification bell, and that will let you know of any new videos that we post. And just opposite the dresser is a lovely sofa/chaise with a couple throw pillows. Very comfortable, very nice size. And this little gem can have multi-purposes. It is a stool you can sit on. It is also a storage container, if I can get the lid off. You can store some items in there. It's a good place for you to put your dirty laundry. if you don't have a hamper like we use. And if you turn the lid over, it becomes a little tabletop. So very, very smart. Next to the bed, there's a nightstand. And on this side of the bed, there are 2 USB outlets, a 110 volt, and a light switch that controls the ceiling lights. You have a lamp with a push button on and off, and of course the telephone and your remote for the TV. And on the other side, there is another nightstand with 2 shelves and no outlets, but there is a lamp with a push button. The bed is wonderful. I've never had a bad night's sleep in a celebrity bed. Their bedding is called Exhale, and it is very comfortable. I absolutely love it. It's their linens, everything about it is wonderful. There's some great throw pillows on there. If you want anything extra, some extra pillows. There's actually a pillow menu, and they have 3 different kinds of pillows that you can choose from. And then, of course, the drape over the bed that you can utilize to put your luggage on. In the evening, your stateroom attendant will move those throw pillows to the sofa/chaise. And the television, it's a very nice sized TV, perfectly positioned over the bed. It is mounted to the wall, and it does not swivel, but you can actually see it quite nicely from the sofa. I want to go back to the desk for a second, and I want to show you something. We talked about the desk chair. Let me move that out for a minute, and let me show you what this does. These are the items that they lay out in your room for you. Here's your room service menu and a shopping guide for the ship. This recesses in. It should recess in all the way, but for some reason, ours is stopping here, and I'm not sure why. But typically, it recesses all the way in. So if you want to have this extra space, you certainly can. And you can change it. You can have it closed sometimes and open sometimes. So you have the option of having a desk/vanity or not. And finally, last but not least, the balcony. These are your bifold doors that lead to your balcony. And I left them closed because I wanted you to see what the room looks like and the space that you have. There's not that much room to get by. To open these, you just push on the center where the handle is and click it shut. There you go, till it clicks. And then to open it, it's just the opposite. You just pull it open, give the handle a little tug, and there you go. So if somebody wants to sit out on the balcony with the doors closed, they certainly can. I personally like it open. I know it's a big controversy, the whole infinite balcony. I like it. I think it gives the room extra space. Let me back up and show you from the door what it looks like. I'm not a big balcony person, so it doesn't really matter much to me. Jon loves the balcony, but he actually admitted on the last cruise that he likes this space. He likes the full window, and I do too. In the afternoons, it can get warm. You have the ability to control the shade, and I'll show you about that. But there's 2 very nice chairs and a nice sized table for you to sit and have a cocktail, have coffee in the morning, even a light breakfast. It's a very nice space in my opinion. And then let me show you what it looks like with the balcony doors closed from inside. It's not bad. It's actually a nice sized space. So you could sit out here and have the window open. Speaking of which, there's a little sign here that tells you how to open and close the window. Tells you that the right side button is for the window and the left side button is for the blind. So let's try the window. And if you let go of the button, the window stops. And you have to hold it for it to go down all the way. And it goes flush with the windowsill. And you have your balcony. And then to close it, you have to hold it. It's quite warm, the sun shining directly on us. Now, in inclement weather, the captain may choose to close your window or lock the window, and it will let you know on the keypad if it is locked by the captain. And then for the shade, same thing. The shade you do not have to hold the button for. But if you choose to stop it at any point, you just press the button again and it stops. I like this because it will block the heat from the sun in the afternoon, but not the entire light for the room. I like that option very much. Okay, to open the doors from in the balcony, just pull on the handle, pull in, and it opens, and you just click it into place. And the same with the other side. And there's your balcony. This is your light switch for your balcony light overhead. And that is your balcony. Now I do want to show you on the control pad. Let me show you. You can close the blind. Hi, John.
All right.
And it will close the blind all the way for you. If you stop it, it will stop. And it is now opening. So it's either open or close. The only place that you can partially open or close the blind is at the window itself on that control. Over here on the control on the wall, it's either open all the way or closed all the way. And on that note, let me show you. It's now open all the way. And if I press sleep, it's going to slowly turn off all the lights in the cabin, and it's going to close the blind. And then if I press morning, it will open the blind and it will turn on the lights about halfway, but it will open the blind as well. So morning opens it, sleep closes it. You can hit either open or close, and then you can also control it at the window. That is the AQUA cabin on the Celebrity Apex. I hope you enjoyed this tour as much as I enjoyed giving it to you. And we appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for your support. And as always, we hope you have a wonderful day.